Hi, I'm Thomas Brokaw and welcome to my video tutorial on Uber. The main goal here is to show you how to use the app as well as how to do it safely. Because if you really think about it with Uber, if you're not doing it properly and you get into someone's vehicle that comes to pick you up and then 5 minutes later you get a text from your Uber driver saying, "I'm here, where are you?" That's a pretty bad situation. You've probably just been kidnapped. We'd like to avoid that if at all possible. And another thing before we start, something you'll notice is I have a cursor here. That is due to the fact I'm on an emulator, and this is purely for ease of recording. Your screen will look exactly the same as mine, it's just when I'm clicking with my cursor, you're going to be pressing with your finger. And this is based on Android, so if you have an Android, it would be kind of exactly the same. If you're going off the App Store on an iOS phone, might be a little different, but it should be primarily the same. But feel free to follow along. This is going to be the exact screen you'll get if you don't have an account. So when we start, you'll see right here, we come right to this screen. Uber Move with Safety. You're going to just press the Get Started button. And here, what I recommend is going with this second option, Connect with Social, but you can just enter your mobile number. It will just require you to enter some more information. What I like to do is go right here. I just press Google. I always like to use my Google account for everything. Press whichever account I want to use. And for me, I already have an account. I can't really do the phone number option because my phone number is already linked to this account. But as you can see, it pulls it right up. I have a map up here that shows me exactly where I am. And the reason you want this to work and you want this to be exactly where you are is because this is what is telling your drivers where to come to pick you up. You can see up here it is using GPS. Uh, Now it might be a little wonky on mine because I'm using the emulator and this like it says correct right here, but when I go to do the drive it might mess up. But what you want to do is just always verify that that is correct. It should be correct off your phone because it is going to be using your system's GPS. But if we go over here, right here you can see it says my name. We'll click on my account. This should kind of fill in automatically. What happens sometimes though is if you use kind of a screen name instead of your actual name on your Google account, this would fill in like just the screen name on your first name and leave the last name blank. What you want to do is kind of, if you need to, come here, edit this, just make sure it's your actual name. This is an important thing on how the drivers verify that they're getting the correct person. So just make sure that's correct. As you see, it does have my phone number, and then it does have the email I'm using for this account. And then we're going to go ahead and just go here. This is your screen. This is the basic screen. You have two options down here. These are the main things you're looking at. We're ignoring order food. This is Uber Eats. We're not doing that. Our main goal today is to learn how to catch a ride. So what you do is you're on the ride option. You don't have to click on it. If it's already defaulted, if this is lit up and this is kind of grayed out, that's how you know you're on ride. We're going to go ahead and hit where to. Always verify this is correct first. Oh, and one other thing, you can actually choose a saved place. What this means is you can save locations as kind of like preferred, and that lets you just quickly access any if you want to go here. Like say I save like the McDonald's by my house, I can always just click here and go to the McDonald's by my house. But we're just gonna actually go back. I clicked on the wrong thing. We're gonna hit where to. You can see it does display an incorrect address for where I am right now when I do that, and it's just purely probably just because I'm on the emulator. So we'll just type in the address of where I'm at right now. And for where to, let's say I want to go here. This is the McDonald's by my house. So we'll do this. And you do have multiple options here, UberX, Comfort, Uber XL. We're going to scroll up like that. And it does give you a brief description. As you can see, this is just kind of your average ride, normal car, everything. Here, when you go to comfort, it's just going to be bigger vehicles that give you more space to kind of sprawl out. You don't feel as cramped. Uber XL is for when you have bigger groups. So we're just going to go with the Uber X. It's the normal kind of standard drive. And for your payment methods, I already have these in here. We'll go back and look at this again in a second. But I'm just going to click on the correct payment method. Oh, I forgot it. All right, there we go. And if I hit confirm, it'll ask me to verify my pickup spot. That is correct. And yeah, you can see here it's just letting you know that it is going to be collecting location data from you during the trip up until the end. That it's just a little disclaimer. It's nothing to worry about. Occasionally they will do this. They'll try to ask you to do Uber Pass. All Uber Pass is kind of a monthly subscription. You get I believe you just get as many rides as you want as long as you pay that price. We're not going to do that today though. And here, this is just because of COVID-19. You will have to wear a face mask at this moment in time. This could change, obviously, within the near future if something happens with COVID-19 or if we finally get through it. But for now, I would you should probably be keeping a face cover or mask with you because most places require it now, anyways. You see, they'll just give you a few standards here for COVID-19, but we'll tell them we're wearing a face mask. We're not actually going to take the ride as soon as we finish confirming it. We're going to cancel it. So we're just going to do this, and it's going to confirm the ride. Just give it a second. It takes a minute. It's plotting out the course that the driver will take for us. It's going to connect us to a driver now. There we go. So what you see, this driver is 17 minutes away. What we have here, we actually have, this is their license plate number. This is very important. And on top of this, we also have the color, model, and make of their car. This is your only way of properly identifying the vehicle. And then you also have the driver's picture here. So you can see Lionel's coming to pick me up right now. He's about 15 minutes away, I believe. But he has you can actually see how many trips they have. I believe you can see their ratings. Maybe not on the screen, but as you can see, you have all the information you could possibly need here on your driver. Go ahead and get that. But now you can actually put some notes here for the driver. You can call them. I'm not sure what this does. Okay, so I believe that just lets them know, like, it's more of a visual indicator of if they're kind of pulling up on a busy curb or something, that's how you can show that, like, you're the one that they're supposed to pick up. But primarily what they have for you to identify who you are is they have your name, and that name you have on your account, that's very important. You need to make sure that that is what you give them when they ask. They will never just ask you, hey, is your name Tony or is your name Abby? They're going to ask, oh, can you give me your name? That is due to the fact that is their only indicator that you are the correct person. If you do not give this to them, they have no idea that you are the person that has paid for the ride. They cannot verify that. You could be completely scamming them. They could drive you 10, 20 miles and then you just get a free ride out of it. They've wasted their time. They've made no money. Actually, I believe they still make the money, but now the person that actually paid for the ride is stranded and can't get their money back. And if it does do a refund, then the driver just wasted a bunch of their time and doesn't get their money at that point. We're gonna go ahead though and cancel this just because we are not actually going to need to go to the McDonald's today. Do that, we are absolutely fine now. As you can see, it takes us right back. We can just order another ride, but it does give you that up to date of exactly where the driver is, as you saw. And one thing I wanted to go back and mention was just under payment. Here's where you can add your payment methods. I recommend usually just sticking with credit/debit cards, or you can do PayPal's. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. Again, just remember to keep that in mind. You do get those make, models, and license plate numbers. Those are very important for your safety. Make sure you're always getting the right car. And again, make sure you give your name to that driver. Always go up here. Just verify that you have the correct information there, that it didn't fill out incorrectly. You can always add the picture as well. But yeah, that'll be it. Thank you for watching the video tutorial, and I hope you have a wonderful day.